Good morning. How many of you are on a sports team or any type of team? Now, how many of you know how to swim? Well, I'm on a swim team, and swimming has been a significant part of my life ever since I learned at the age of 7, which is a little late for an average person to learn, but I loved it. I haven't stopped swimming ever since. Swimming is now my passion, and it has shaped me into the person I am today. It has taught me how to work together as a team, sportsmanship, and how to always be determined. Joining the Trumbull Pisces, my swim team, has shown me how essential teamwork is, whether it's helping encourage another swimmer during a relay, or if it's during school during a group project. Cooperation has helped me in some way. I remember when I was at a championship, and my relay had made it in top 6 overall in the league. I was on the blocks, ready to swim a 50-yard butterfly. I could feel my heart about to jump out my chest, waiting for my teammate to hit the wall. It suddenly felt like the place was on fire. I was sweating so hard my goggles fogged up. I wiped them off and tightened them, when snap! They broke right in the middle. I immediately turned around, and there was already someone there helping me and letting me use their goggles. I put them on as fast as I could and got back on the blocks, just in time. My teammate was 2 strokes away. I dove in, and all I could think about was the goggles. I finished, and I realized how much our team works together and how vital being in sync with our team helps in my daily life. We didn't come first, but at least we didn't get DQ'd because of it. DQ'd means disqualified, not Dairy Queen, just letting you know. The experience I gained while part of my swim team has not limited to teamwork. I also learned sportsmanship as well. Sportsmanship is acting with integrity and honesty. For instance, after a race, I always shake hands with the person next to me and say, "Great job," or "Good race," whether they beat me or not. However, sportsmanship is something I use in my daily life as well, whether it's holding the door for someone or apologizing for something I did wrong. I have learned that life is better when I'm ethical. An example of good sportsmanship that I've witnessed in swimming is when a coach from one team shook hands with my coach the year we beat them, and the next year they defeated us, yet they still shook hands. A bad example of sportsmanship was when a team flooded our pool locker room after we beat them, but we didn't do anything to them, because you know what they say, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Sportsmanship shows itself in moments of defeat, and that is where determination comes in. Determination is the quality of refusing to give up, trying your hardest even in the face of miserable failure. I recently experienced a difficult time as a swimmer, which made me a stronger person physically and mentally. On the first day of the season, the coaches gave us a card to write down what we want to achieve in the new season. I set a goal to go to age group, a championship swim meet that swimmers must qualify for based on how fast they are. During the race, competitors are only given a certain amount of time. For me, my goal is to swim with a time of 31.49 seconds in 50 butterfly. In my last meet of the season, I would have my final chance to get that time to qualify for the age group. I was placed at 31.69 seconds, which is how long it took me to swim 50 yards or 2 laps of butterfly. I was the final heat, and there had been about 6 heats before me, each with 8, 11, and 12-year-old swimmers. I got on the blocks, and the stands went silent, except for the beeping signaling us to begin. I pushed off the blocks as fast as I could. The water rushed past my face, and the beeping echoed in my ear as I kicked as fiercely as I could. I didn't breathe for the first 25 yards, or first lap. All I could see was the time I needed to get in front of me. I slammed so hard into the finish that I thought I broke the pad. I looked at my time, and all I saw was the blinking red numbers reading 31.67. I was 0.18 seconds off the cut, less than a quarter of a second from reaching the age group. Do you know how fast 18/100ths of a second is? It's faster than a person can start and stop a stopwatch. I was so enraged, I thought I was never going to swim again. But I'm here telling you this story about how much I love swimming. At that moment, I was so blinded with anger, I didn't realize I had come first in the race. That made me less upset, but it wasn't as good as I did not let that disappointment get in my way. I'm still swimming and determined to get the cut for my age group this year. As Michael Phelps once said, I found something I loved and never gave up. That is determination, and I have that quality as a result of my experience as a swimmer. In conclusion, I love swimming, and I know that there is something that you are passionate about, whether it's a type of sport, music, or art. As I stand here before you, I want to impart this wisdom. Teamwork makes the dream work, being ethical is the only way to live, and determination is essential for reaching goals. Thank you.